A clean home isn't usually created by one massive cleaning day. It's created by what you do with small messes before they have time to grow. The easiest routines are the ones that happen naturally while you're already moving through the house. Put something away, wipe something while it's still easy to clean, and reset a room before leaving it. These tiny actions can prevent the kind of buildup that eventually turns into an exhausting weekend clean. If you enjoy practical Scandinavian home habits, subscribe to Habit Archive for more simple ways to keep your home clean, calm, and organized. The bed occupies a large part of the bedroom, so resetting it creates an instant sense of order. Straighten the sheets, pull up the duvet, and arrange the pillows before the day gets busy. It only takes a minute or two, but once the bed looks finished, the entire bedroom feels more intentional. It also makes it easier to notice what else needs attention. One tiny morning habit can change the whole room. The kitchen becomes much harder to clean when breakfast and lunch are allowed to stack up. After each meal, clear the dishes, wipe the main surface, and put ingredients away. You don't need a deep clean every time. The goal is simply to return the kitchen to its starting point. That keeps small messes from combining into one large task. A kitchen that resets after meals is easier to maintain all day. One of the fastest ways to create clutter is to leave small unfinished tasks behind while moving on. Before starting the next activity, return the item you just used. Put the book away, close the cupboard, or return the tool to its drawer. These tiny resets stop several unfinished tasks from becoming one messy room. It takes seconds when the item is already in your hand. Clean homes are often built from these tiny transitions. Small spills are easiest to clean when they're still fresh. Letting them sit allows food, grease, or sticky liquids to dry into harder messes. Keep a simple cloth nearby for quick kitchen and dining accidents. Wipe the spot before continuing with whatever you're doing. It usually takes less than a minute. Fast action can prevent a tiny mess from becoming a real cleaning job. Outdoor dirt enters the home most easily through shoes. Keeping footwear at the entrance prevents soil and debris from spreading across clean floors. Use one dedicated place for everyday pairs. Wet or dirty shoes can dry there before they go anywhere else. This simple boundary protects the rest of the house. A cleaner home often starts at the front door. Going to bed with a sink full of dishes makes tomorrow's start with yesterday's mess. Even if you don't deep clean the kitchen, finish the day with an empty sink. Load the dishwasher or wash what remains. Rinse the basin and leave the area ready for morning. The visual difference is surprisingly powerful. Waking up to a clear kitchen makes the whole day feel more organized. Laundry becomes overwhelming when clean and dirty clothing are allowed to pile up together. A simple rhythm keeps the amount manageable. Put dirty clothes directly where they belong and fold clean ones soon after drying. Avoid creating a giant weekend pile. Small regular loads are easier to finish than one enormous backlog. Laundry stays under control when it remains part of the routine. Before bed, spend a few minutes returning the main living spaces to their normal starting point. Put away blankets, clear the coffee table, and return misplaced objects. Don't try to deep clean anything. Just remove the visible signs of the day's activity. A short reset keeps tomorrow from beginning with today's mess. 5 minutes tonight can save much more time tomorrow. Cooking becomes much harder when every dirty tool waits until the very end. Wash or load small items while another part of the meal is cooking. Wipe a board after using it and put ingredients away when you're finished with them. That leaves fewer dishes and less clutter after dinner. The final cleanup becomes much smaller. A kitchen can stay surprisingly calm even during cooking. A cleaning routine is easier to repeat when the supplies are close to the mess. Keep bathroom essentials near the bathroom and kitchen cloths near the kitchen. You don't need one giant cabinet holding every product. Short distances make quick cleaning more likely. Convenience is part of consistency. The easier the action, the more often it gets done. Bathrooms stay cleaner when excess water doesn't sit around after use. Wipe the sink after brushing your teeth and remove standing water from the shower area. Hang wet towels properly instead of leaving them in piles. These tiny actions reduce the chance of buildup. They also make the next use more pleasant. A dry bathroom is easier to maintain than a constantly damp one. Not every part of the floor needs the same amount of attention every day. Focus on the paths people use most: entrances, hallways, kitchen areas, and around the sofa. A quick pass there can make the entire house look cleaner. You can spend less time on low traffic areas. Cleaning based on use is more realistic than cleaning every square meter equally. Focus where the dirt actually travels. Shower surfaces are easier to maintain when residue doesn't get a chance to sit. After showering, give the glass and tiles a quick rinse or wipe where needed. Remove visible soap soap residue before it dries. This takes far less time than removing heavy buildup later. You aren't deep cleaning the bathroom every day. You're simply preventing tomorrow's cleaning from becoming harder. Opening the curtains in the morning does more than brighten the room. It immediately reveals whether the space is still carrying yesterday's clutter. Natural light makes it easier to notice surfaces, floors, and objects that need attention. That visual cue can encourage a quick reset before the day begins. Bright rooms also feel cleaner. Sometimes the best cleaning reminder is simply better visibility. A clean dishwasher isn't useful if clean dishes remain trapped inside it all day. Emptying it promptly creates room for the next load. It also prevents clean dishes from returning to the counter because nobody has a place to put them. Put items away while the kitchen is already active. The next meal then starts with an empty sink and available storage. Small timing decisions can keep the kitchen moving smoothly. A living room feels cleaner when the sofa is ready to sit on at any moment. Fold blankets, return cushions, and remove cups or random belongings. Don't allow the sofa to become a temporary storage surface. A 30-second reset is usually enough. The room looks more finished immediately. Clean spaces are often created by keeping furniture ready for its real purpose. Paper becomes clutter when every envelope gets opened and then placed somewhere for later. Deal with mail when it enters the home. Recycle junk, file important documents, and put bills where they actually need attention. Avoid creating a temporary pile on the counter. One handling session is easier than touching the same papers repeatedly. A clean home needs a clean paper routine too. Before going to bed, look across the main living areas for anything left on the floor. Pick up toys, shoes, blankets, and other objects that don't belong there. This prevents tomorrow from starting with a messy walking path. It also makes vacuuming easier when you do clean. The check takes almost no time. Clear floors are one of the strongest signals that a home is under control. A cleaning cloth can spread mess when it stays wet and dirty for too long. Replace or wash used kitchen cloths regularly. Hang them so they can dry properly between uses. Keep a small rotation available rather than relying on one cloth all week. This keeps the cleaning itself more hygienic. Good cleaning habits include maintaining the tools you clean with. Dining tables quickly become temporary storage when plates are gone, but everything else remains. Remove the dishes and return unrelated objects to their homes. Wipe the table only after it is fully clear. A clean table makes the next meal much easier to begin. It also keeps the dining area from becoming another clutter zone. The table should be ready for the next purpose. Daily habits keep the home under control, but one weekly surface reset catches what the smaller routines miss. Walk through the home and clear shelves, sideboards, counters, and bedside tables. Return anything that has drifted out of place. Use the opportunity to notice objects that are becoming permanent clutter. This is not a deep clean. It's simply a weekly return to baseline. One of the smartest habits is stopping a mess at the point where it starts. If a bag comes in through the entryway, put its contents away there. If groceries arrive in the kitchen, deal with them before leaving the packaging around. If laundry comes upstairs, put it directly into the right room. Small boundaries prevent one messy area from creating 3 more. Clean homes often depend on stopping clutter before it spreads. The most important habit may be deciding that the home gets reset before the day is finished. Walk through the main rooms and return the obvious things to their places. Empty the sink. Clear the sofa, check the floors, and straighten the kitchen. Don't chase perfection. Just return the house to the clean starting point you want tomorrow morning. That makes cleaning a maintenance habit instead of an emergency. Keeping your house clean doesn't require spending your life cleaning it. The real difference comes from catching small messes while they're still small and returning each room to a simple baseline. Clear the kitchen after meals, deal with laundry before it piles up, and reset the living spaces before bed. These habits take minutes because they prevent the larger jobs that consume entire weekends. A clean home becomes much easier to maintain when you stop waiting for it to become dirty enough to need a rescue.